Hey guys, what's up? It's Anjanea with another video for Barker Ball. Today's game is going to be a game between Mr. Barker and me, and it's going to be a game to 7. And as you know, guys, we want to try reaching 30 subscribers by Friday. We would love it if you guys could subscribe, whoever hasn't yet, and just spread it around. Just tell your friends, family about it. We really want this to get out, and I'm really hoping that we can reach 30 subscribers by Friday. I really do think that is achievable, and I know you guys do too. And yeah. So I also made a little change to the videos. In the bottom right-hand corner, there's actually going to be a score. It's going to start showing the score 0, 0, 0, 1, etc. As you can see right now, it says 0-1 on Janelle, which means it was my serve, and it is 0-1. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up so it makes it easier for you to see the score as I'm commentating on the video. Let me tell you guys, this game was crazy because what happened, as you guys will notice, there's a lot of ups and downs. I really don't want to spoil the surprise for you guys, but it was a crazy game. We had a lot of great hits, a lot of great shots, and I'll let you guys enjoy. All right. So right now it's 1-1, Mr. Barker. Okay. Here we go. It's my serve. I just served it. Mr. Barker does a curve shot. Do I get it? Yeah, I do get it. I just go up to the net. I'm at the net right now. I'm volleying it, but that volley just failed. Okay. Here we go. Mr. Barker just served it. I blocked it with my hand. Alright, so right here, what Mr. Barker did is actually really smart because, as in previous videos, what I've mentioned, whenever somebody's near the net, it's always better to do a shot past them or like a moonshot to take the pressure off the net. In that case, it was successful and I was not able to get the ball. I just really wanted to highlight that because it is key that people do this, because whenever a player gets up to the net, the other player tends to freak out and is not able to get around them, and they end up just running around the court while the person at the net dictates the tempo. Alright, so it's my serve. I serve it in. Mr. Barker does a forehand. Okay, we got a curve shot going on. We're just rallying it along the alley. Now we're just going to the middle of the table. Mr. Barker does a curve shot across the court, which is actually quite difficult to do. I cannot get that. It is Mr. Barker's serve. He missed my serve. Here we go. He does a slow shot, and it curves. Oh, no, it's a redo because it didn't go to anybody's side, and it just lay still on the box. All right, it's his serve. Here we go. He missed. It is my serve. Okay, I serve it. Miss Barker does a res. Okay, it is out. Oh, no, it was in. I just couldn't get it. The paddle's knocked out of my hand. It is his serve. Right, he serves it. I forehand it. Miss Barker does an arc, not back to me. So right here, I just hit the ball off the side of the table, and I wanted to highlight this because I think this might be the first shot on video, that kind of shot. That kind of shot is called an Earl, actually. So what it is that, like I just demonstrated, you can hit it off the side of the table as long as it ends up on the other person's court. It's completely legal. It actually is a really good shot to make because it throws the other player for a loop because they weren't expecting that. But then again, neither was the player who actually did the Earl, because doing an Earl in the first place is actually quite difficult to do, and it's rarely done on purpose, if at all. I don't think any player has the ability yet to do an Earl on command, to be able to just hit it off the side of the table. And the same thing goes for a res. Like I mentioned before, a res, short for resurrection shot, is a shot that you can hit off the front of the table back to you, and then you can just keep playing it. And right here is the perfect example of that when Mr. Barker reses it back. He didn't mean to do that. He was trying to get it over, and he was trying to get it past me, so it takes the pressure off the net. But instead, it just rezzed right back to him, and he wasn't expecting that, and he couldn't get that. Again, that applies to both Earls and reses. You sometimes aren't expecting it because in previous videos, if you watch them again, it shows players, when they get a res, sometimes they're not expecting it and they're not able to get it to the other side. So reses can either be a disadvantage or an advantage to the player depending on the situation. that right there was an amazing point, and the reason that it lasted so long was for two reasons. So as you can see, I kept doing a forehand to Mr. Barker. It had a lot of topspin, a lot of force on it, and generally a lot of players are not able to get that. But as I demonstrated in previous videos, if you go back, you'll see Mr. Barker's paddle being flat-faced. It is completely flat to my shot, and that's why it arcs over to my side almost every single time. He never tilts it. He never tilts it forward, backward. It's always flat-faced, so my shot can just easily bounce off it and go back to the other side. Like, this is key because with shots like mine or Alex's, there's so much topspin involved that it's just highly unadvisable that you just, like, you know, tilt your paddle and hit it back, because it's rarely going to happen. So what Mr. Barker did, the flat-faced paddle, that is what needs to be done to even have a chance of getting that ball back to the other side. Mr. Barker's serve, all right, I block it with my hand, and Mr. Barker hits the box. So that's a perfect example of why we have the boxes there. So it's not just easy to just hit it down the alley continuously, because the boxes act as an alley in the process. All right, it's Mr. Barker's serve once again. Here we go. He misses. It is my serve. All right, he curves it over, and I keep forehanding it, and he's up at the net. He keeps volleying it, and I'm trying to get it behind him, and I seem to not be able to do that, and he just keeps going up and down the court, up and down the court. I cannot get that. It is Mr. Barker's serve once again. Okay, great sub by Mr. Barker. I get it over, though. So now we just have a little rally going on here. Okay, get a little arcs. And as you saw previously, the score was 5-5, almost like half the game. And that's the beauty of Barkerball, is that you don't just score a point just on a turn. You score a point just on your serve. So as you've noticed, when I serve and I score a point, it's my point. But if I'm not serving and I still win that point, that is not. I don't get a point for that. I don't get rewarded for that. Right now, Miss Barker won 7-5, but I gotta say that was a great game, one of the best I've ever played, and I really enjoyed it. As always, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, and remember, we're trying to get 30 subscribers by Friday. I know we can do it. Just try to spread it around. We're all trying to do our part to get this out there. And I know we can do it. And for those who haven't subscribed yet, I would love to you guys subscribe. Thanks, guys.